Tacos and Quesadillas is gonna have a competitor pretty soon. After a couple more of these. The thing that's not supposed to be there, but is there?
Yeah.
That's what I do when I get fucking wasted. That's how I get home.
Are you guys going to town?
Yeah, such as it is.
Yeah, you got a room there?
We're gonna have to either squeeze or hop in the far back.
I don't see a DVD player back here. A bud. We got pillows. We got smokes. Whoa! Baja Ride 2009. Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Okay. I'm walking. Oh, fuck. Fuck that. ¿Cuánto quieres, toros? Oh, look at the barbecue machine. Broil mate, dude.
Where's Harvey at? Here's the dentist.
Dentista de mentalista.
I think that's going to become the currency for the next 4 days. Food and cigarettes is going to be the most valid currency.
So buy cigarettes even though I don't smoke?
Yeah.
It's like prison. That sounds like prison.
They're not vegetarian, are they?
He eats fish, but Patrick's vegetarian. Harvey's whatever.
How do you lose his tooth?
Got punched.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty gnarly.
They met up on one of the wild rides. They just like traveled cross country most in South Carolina, kept their distance for a couple days, and then slowly came into the fold. And now they go on everything. We don't even do the wild ride anymore, and they still come out.
I think it seems like we come as like a package because we're both Canadians, we're both friends, we both have Harleys.
Not to say that like the pro skaters are going to be wimpy or something, because they're not, but it's good to have like people that don't even have that kind of agenda or anything. They just want to like motorcycle and skate and hang out. And Harvey, I mean, he works on like oil rigs and stuff. He works all winter on an oil rig, saving enough money to get to come on these trips. Like, it's easy to kind of take this stuff for granted, but like for Harvey, this is like the highlight of his year.
Like, these trips aren't expensive to do. It's like, all right, I can work for like three or 4 weeks, if that, and I have enough money to go on this trip. I like to do whatever I want, whenever I want. I guess going where the road takes you. That's so cliche, though.
It's gonna be nice to get back on some smooth pavement, actually. Just out on the open highway, just trying to get back on the open highway.
We are here, basically. Camelou. El Rosario is where we were planning on trying to eat some lunch or dinner.
Okay.
That's where Mama Espinosa's is. And then where we're trying to stop is Catavina,
Okay.
which is kind of the dead spot middle of this no man's land as we switch over from the Pacific side to Cia Cortez side.
All right.
There's not much out there, and if we end up riding El Rosario to Catavina in the dark, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
We don't
recipe
wanna- we
for
don't wanna do
disaster.
it.
Has Keegan checked in with anybody yet?
Yeah, he was across the border like over an hour ago.
Oh, he'll be here in no time.
I knew he was gonna come. I just half expected him to be there, like at dawn, waiting for us when we got there.
Where the fuck is the Canadian?
So you didn't hear from Keegan at all?
No.
That's the question of the day.
I mean, we knew you'd be here between 12:30 and 1.
I think that's it.
been said for a while. If you want to try to predict
That's
that.
probably gonna be the name of the trip.
But
Have you
that's
heard
it,
of
so he was
Keegan
all
yet?
the time.
Canadian God.
The Canadian God.
Can you explain Keegan Sauder what he means to a Canadian?
Should I give them what I actually think, or should I hold back?
No, man, I can't hold back.
No, I think he's the fucking raddest Canadian skateboarder ever. And I had to listen to like the guys who didn't know. I'm like, oh fuck, this guy's just gonna like show up and make us wait around, like blah, whatever. And then sure enough, he comes blasting through the desert. Come on, man, that's how Canadians roll.
Oh, it is.
He's making an entrance.
I don't think I was fanning out, but in my head, I was fanning out. Because he knows I've always been fucking stoked on that. Like, I was down from like a young age. Like, I think I probably even asked him when I lived here, like when I moved, like, where's Keegan? Like, do you guys hang out with that guy? Like, I want to see that guy skate in person.
Harvey?
Hey, man.
Harvey is El Diablo, and Kai is calm, cool, collected, and really pale and sensitive to mosquito bites. They're from the same town that I lived in, but I moved away and then met them later on, going back to visit Victoria.
And now that I like know him as a good person, I'm so 100% behind everything that he does. Like, I'll buy his board to throw on my wall probably, and I hope every other fucking Canadian kid does.
Oh yeah, I hung up my crown as Man-Am and became Man-Pro. Major turning point. The premiere was the 29th and everyone else left on the 27th, but it came pretty obvious that the Zero video had to take priority over anything happening, which is good, and now it's done. And this trip happened, so this is like a vacation after that. The first day of riding entailed a lot of riding. Started in Encinitas, rode to Cuatros Casas, met you guys on the highway, then I think rode the same distance again, like another 200 and something miles again with you guys, which was fun because it was really fun.
You know, like a 350-mile ride, like pretty much sucks. And so it was cool to look over and see like Arto and see Keegan and everyone like still sight.
I'm a motorcycle racing fan, so I like to pretend that I'm one, so I do like corners a lot.
The long stretches have tons of turns, and you can just wipe out in any one of those turns. Some of them are just like racetracks, and if you can see 2 or 3 turns deep, it's fun because you know what's coming or what's not coming, and you can just lay it down and just go as fast as you can possibly go. But the ones that are blind, which is the majority of them, there's just always a potential that somebody's going to be coming over that line and coming at you.
Probably the most mentally difficult would just be the insanely long straight stretches and stuff like that, where it doesn't actually seem like you're moving anywhere. You know, you could just be sitting on your bike, staring ahead in a parking lot. There's our posse of rebels right over here.
Los niños es nada.
Fuck man, Baja's
Don't put
big.
that one in,
Kind of
Daniel.
forget about it. But then you're like, wow, it's 1,000 miles long.
I thought it was like. I thought it was 500 miles there and 500 miles back.
Yeah, and then you get down there.
And then we got to the hotel and they're like, no, the round trip's 2,500.
You guys from Victoria?
Yeah.
The island, yeah?
Yeah.
That place is awesome, man. It's like going back in time, kind of.
Oh, you work construction?
No. We
Yes.
work around this boat that we live on.
Dude, just say what you are. You're the captain.
A security guard by trade. We live on a boat on a construction site, and we get paid to do security patrols of the construction site at night
And prawn skin.
and skim the ponds.
Who watches the construction site when you guys aren't there?
Well, there's like, it's a pretty big place, so like, I let
His
like.
name's Gerbil. Gerbil's watching it right now. Gerbil used the bear spray.
He got wasted and went to spray it, and he had the thing backwards, and it sprayed, and it went all down his hand. And then like we went back in the house, and then he comes running out of his room naked, like running. He ran to the bathroom, then like ran to the shower, ran to the bathroom, ran to the shower, and I guess he had like gone to his room and tried to beat off and hadn't cleaned his hand, so he had bear spray all over his hand.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
So then,
I'll get to that washing off part later.
Gotta go wash up. Oh no, a boner.
Basically.
Only one way I know to get rid of those.
Put pepper spray on my cock.
We're so close.
You guys are living the dream over there. That's so rad.
And Kai's the captain.
Yeah.
What are you? Cabin boy?
Whatever.